Today, I'm going to show you remote jobs at Optum plus 2 other work from home jobs. These include no talking on the phone, part or full time, no nights or weekends, and little to no experience. Hey everyone, it's Suzanne. Today's first work from home job is with Molina Healthcare. This is a claims research analyst position and it is fully remote. In this position, you're going to provide support for claims research activities, including reviewing and researching claims to ensure regulatory requirements are appropriately applied. You're going to identify root cause of processing errors through your research and analysis. You're going to coordinate and engage with the appropriate departments, develop and track any sort of remediation plans, and monitor claims reprocessing through resolution. So this position is going to be a no talking on the phone position. You're primarily going to be researching and reviewing claims. You're going to serve as the claims subject matter expert. You're going to use your analytical skills to conduct research and analysis to address any issues, requests, and support any high priority claims. You're going to interpret and present in-depth analysis of claims research findings, manage and lead major claims projects of considerable complexity and volume that may be initiated internally or through provider inquiries, assist with reducing rework by identifying and remediating claims, processing issues, locate and interpret claims-related regulatory and contractual requirements, tailor existing reports and/or available data to meet the needs of the claims projects, evaluate claims, apply the claims processing and technical knowledge to appropriately define a path for short-term, long-term, systematic, and operational fixes. And there's quite a few other job duties in here. I'll let you go ahead and check those out. Now, as we're going through these, I'm going to point out key words or phrases that you're going to want to make sure to have specifically on your resume so that their automated tracking system can pick up from your resume that you have the experience. Of course, never put anything on your resume that isn't actually true, but they are looking for at least 3 years of medical claims processing experience. They're also open to a combination of education and experience. Some medical claims processing experience across multiple states, markets, and claim types. So you notice here they've used medical claims processing twice in the required qualifications. So definitely going to want to have those 3 words on your resume somewhere in your experience section. Knowledge of claims processing related to inpatient, outpatient facilities, contracted with Medicare, Medicaid, and other government-sponsored programs. So if you have that Medicare, Medicaid, or some other government-sponsored program experience, specifically call out those keywords. Data research and analysis skills, organizational skills and attention to detail. Anytime you have a general skill that they're looking for, like organizational skills, every employer is looking for that. I would not worry about putting those types of keywords on your resume because everybody's going to say that they have those. It's not really going to make you stand out. So all of these others, time management, be able to collaborate, customer service skills, good communication, don't worry about including those on your resume. Mostly what you're going to be concerned with is showing that you have this experience with medical claims processing. You'll also want to put on there that you have Microsoft Office, including Excel. That's always a highly requested skill. And really, at the end of the day, what the employer is looking for is 2 things. They want to know, one, are you able to do the job? If you have the experience, and that proves that you are able to do the job because you have already done it. And 2, can you get along with, first and foremost, your supervisor? Can you take feedback? And can you get along with your coworkers? So we want to do the best we can on our resume to be able to show that we are able to do those 2 things. Now, of course, if you have any of their preferred qualifications, we're going to list those specifically on your resume as well, and that includes healthcare claims analysis and some project management. Now, these are not required, but if you do have them, you definitely want to get them because they're going to make you stand out. Now, they are paying between $17 and $38 per hour. $38 per hour comes out to about $80,000 per year. That is the max that you can earn, but actual compensation may vary depending on where you live, how much work experience you have, your education, and your skill level. Now, the second company is Curana Health. Curana Health is known to be a very remote friendly company. Most, if not all of their jobs are open remotely, and I have a full listing of them here for you. Now, what you can do when you get to their career page is you can go under position type, and I'm going to be showing you part-time jobs today. And also under location, we want to make sure we're selecting remote US so that we're getting all those remote jobs. We're going to hit search, and then it's going to filter for us all of the open remote jobs. You can see here we have quite a few, so you can go ahead and take a look at those, especially if the job that I show you today is not still open. You know how to go back and look for these yourself. So we're going to look at this patient navigator. It is a part-time position. And they do give you a little snippet of what the job is about right here, but we're going to take a look at the complete job listing. This is in the clinical support department. It is fully remote within the US. They tell you a little bit about the company here. You can check that out. They also give you a summary of this position. You're going to be working with patients by answering and managing their incoming phone calls. You're going to greet those patients warmly and assist them with their questions or inquiries and direct them to the appropriate place. You're also going to help with patient assessment. You're going to conduct thorough assessments of the patient's health concerns over the phone. Now, don't worry if you've never done this. They're going to provide you with complete paid training. You're going to gather relevant medical history, symptoms, and other information that's important to know. You're going to determine the appropriate level of care needed and guide them to the most suitable healthcare resources. You're also going to relay messages and information between those patients and the healthcare teams, and you're going to work with other staff members to ensure seamless communication within the network. Now, essential duties and responsibilities: high school diploma or equivalent, exceptional customer service, organized communicator, ability to maintain confidentiality, proficiency in using computer systems, strong problem-solving skills, previous experience in a medical office or healthcare setting is preferred, and a team player with a positive attitude. So you see here, they're not really asking for any particular medical or patient experience. So if you don't have any experience, I would encourage you to apply. This is going to be great for people who have just graduated high school, people who are in college and looking for some work remotely part-time. It's also going to be for anybody who just doesn't necessarily have a lot of workforce skills but is willing to learn new things. Now, when you submit your resume, mostly what I would focus on is if you do have any medical office or healthcare setting experience, you're definitely going to want those keywords in your resume. And then think of some ways that you can bridge some of your real life world experience to the job that they're looking for right now. Now, they don't list their pay in here, so you can go ahead and look that up online through either resources like Glassdoor or Indeed. They can generally give you an estimate of what this type of position would be paying. Great position for someone who's looking to work part-time, or if you're looking to work a second job in the evening or on the weekends, this is going to be a great opportunity for you. Now, the third highlighted company is Optum. Now, Optum is always hiring remote, and I do share different positions with them from time to time, and today I'm going to show you some more. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to their career page, and we're going to click on Search Careers. And that's going to give us a full listing of every job that they have open. Now, Optum also works with United Healthcare. They're actually under the same company. And they give us a lot of filters that we can go through right here. So I like to select remote jobs in this checkbox first. That's going to bring open all of the remote positions. You see that brought the number of jobs they have open right now way down. And then we're going to filter down by job category. That way you can decide what type of job you want to do based on the category here. So admin support services probably requires a little bit of experience. Billing, they have claims. I'm going to go ahead and look under billing. And that brings up this hospital collections representative. This is a fully remote position. They do have different locations here. If you live in those locations, they may ask you to come into the office from time to time. But if you don't live in those locations, it's okay. You can still work fully remote from home. So let's go ahead and take a look at this position, fully remote or remote considered. If you live in the Central, Mountain, or Pacific time zone, you'll have the flexibility to work remotely. And this position is 40 hours per week, Monday through Friday, so no weekends. They do want you to have the flexibility to work an 8-hour shift during their normal business hours, and that is between 7:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every once in a while, they may ask you to work a little bit of extra overtime. And they're offering 6 weeks of paid on-the-job training, and that training is going to be the same as the regular work week, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, some of the main primary responsibilities, you could be assigned to do several things, which includes you could process some payments, process adjustments, work on claims, work on some correspondence to either insurance companies or to patients, process refunds, denials, work on some financial charity applications and or payment plans. You're going to be coordinating with other staff members and physicians' offices, reconcile balance and pursue account balances and payments. You may have to research some payments, including denials, make appeals and corrections as necessary. You're going to do things like build strong working relationships, identify any trends and payment issues, provide assistance to the internal clients, that's your coworkers and other departments, respond to incoming calls and make outbound calls as required to resolve any billing, payment, or accounting issues, provide assistance and excellent customer service to patients, their families, providers, and other customers, work as a member of the patient financial services team to achieve the goals, use systems to document and to provide statistical data, prepare issue lists, and communicate with payers accurately. You need to be able to work independently under general supervision and use your critical thinking skills and problem solving skills. Primary keywords you're going to want to get on your resume are going to be any processing of payments you've done, any claims work, refunds, working to research any account balances and anything around collecting those payments. And then, of course, any incoming or outbound call experience that you have. Now, required qualifications, high school diploma, 18 years or older. They would like you to have 1 year of hospital collection experience. So if you have that, specifically put on your resume, hospital collections experience. They want you to have 1 year of appeals and denied claims experience. Again, add those keywords. Insurance portal experience you have, proficient in Microsoft Office, and then you'll have to be able to train for the first 6 weeks from Monday through Friday, ability to work through their normal business hours. If you have these additional preferred qualifications, that would include 2 years of experience working in an inbound, outbound call center environment, knowledge of experience using claims administrator billing platform, and experience processing denials and submitting appeals. Now, their pay range for this role is between $17.98 and up to $32 per hour. $32 per hour comes out to be around $66,000 per year. All right, well, if you're interested in any of these positions, I'll put the instructions to apply down below in the description. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and comment this emoji. Otherwise, I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.